Hey everybody, it's Candy77266 here, and I'm here with the Jakks Pacific Plushes Wave 1. So these guys just came in today and they look amazing. I'm gonna keep this video kind of short. Um, I'm sure there'll be others who would go, I guess, in a more depth view of each plush, but I just don't want to have to make this video like 20 minutes long based off of like for 4 plushes. So with that being said, let's begin. We got to begin with Sonic. So for those of you who don't know, this is the classic plushes that they're doing, and they kind of did with Sonic. They kind of did like a, this kind of reminds me of the emoji style plushes, how they always have like the fins on the side. So yeah, it actually looks really nice. Back, that's the tag. Of course, I'll go over that. And they did like the whole lining of the eye, reminds me of Jazzware, and the this material isn't like plushy, but they were still able to stitch on the eyes. And then the nose is made from the similar material as the eyeballs. It's not like soft or like plush like. It's kind of reminds me of like you know those like backpack straps? Like that's what it kind of reminds me of, like the material, like a plastic fiberish kind of thing. But it looks very nice, you guys. And then we have you guys see how his color of his like muzzle is more cream base. I really like it. I think they did a fantastic job on the coloring of these plushes. His body's so cute. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. His hand. They only stitched the front part of this, not under it. I would say be careful with the hands, just because it looks like if one of these were to get like pop, it would be very hard to fix it, because it looks like they it looks like they stitched, they did like a lot of stitching to indicate the fingers. So yeah. And then tag says Sonic. I love the 2D art. It's just nothing. They got the logo, the ring, the feet. The feet are made from a different material. They don't feel like the nose, and they don't feel like the plush. They like, yeah, they did a really great job, you guys. A really great job on these plushes. So yep, and now we're gonna do Knuckles. Same thing got going on. Knuckles, in my opinion, looks the cutest. Like, he looks adorable. And they have the eyes going on. Same thing, nose, different material. His mouth. That showcase Sonic's mouth. He's smiling. Knuckles' dreads. He kind of reminds me of like a pale red. Like he was paled out, but he still looks vibrant. His tail is not crooked or like in like a lightning bolt shape, unfortunately. And they did do stitching on his crescent. His crescent's kind of big in proportion to his body, but I feel like it's proportional to his face. And then with his feet, they stitched on the details. Looks very good. The shoes are made from a different material. They remind me of like vinyl, like a cheaper vinyl. Like if you scratch at it or something, I feel like it would come off. But yeah. But it isn't vinyl. But it reminds me. Maybe it's the acrylic. The acrylic makes it look like it is, but it's not. Look at the stitch work. I'm very impressed with the stitch work of these plushes. I want to take a good look at the tag. This touch tag, you guys, is huge. That's one thing I would say. The touch tag is huge. Huge. Tails. We gotta do admin last. With tails. So it looks like they put two pieces together and glued it to make his bangs. So I can see this coming apart with age. I can just see it coming apart and yeah, and splitting, which I think would just be very natural to the very natural to the plush itself. Same thing got going on with the eyes. He's soft. They gave him a bigger nose, which I think is adorable because it adds, and it gives it a certain uniqueness to the brand of their plushes. They stitched his ears, his inner ears. Yes, I am very impressed with the stitch work. Very impressed. And they gave him a tooth, you guys. They gave him a little tooth. They gave him a little tooth. That is adorable. I am so... I'm so happy. I don't know how else to explain it. The details. Same thing with the feet. Tails. Same thing. Let's get his tails. It looks like they can you switch his tails? You can switch his tails. They do look like they don't look you can switch his tails, but it does look like it was set to be on one side more frequent than the other, but you can set it on the other side. And they actually stitched them together, which is very interesting, but still looks nice. His whiskers, or I guess his face fur, it's just like cut out, and they yeah, did this route. They didn't do like a whole stuffing and everything. I didn't show this, but Knuckles does have like these little triangles on his knuckles, which guess is supposed to represent his knuckles. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I can see, like, look, you can see, not sure, but I can see these falling apart too eventually. So just I guess be careful with that, or like accidentally ripping off. Yeah. Let's do Eggman. I just know it's hard. It's actually hard. It's yeah, it's very hard actually. Look at this man. Look at the stitch work on this man. Let me see. This is made out of a plush material. This kind of reminds me of like a craft material. It feels cheaper. Not gonna lie. It feels cheaper. But it still does what it needs to do. So yeah, stitched on, very nice stitching with the teeth as well. They stitched on his buttons, his legs. His legs are not made from a plush material. Same thing. These touch ties are huge, you guys. Yeah, this reminds me of like some craft material. Like a felt material. Same thing going on with his hands. This tag says Eggman. And so yeah. Very nice. If I had to rate which one I like the most. Wow, the most. I like Knuckles, Tails, Sonic, and then Eggman. Now, like, these three are kind of like, they're all of them are great, you guys. They're all great. But I'm just saying, if I had to rate them, not Sonic looks so cute right now. I don't know why. His color palette, they did a really great job on these color palettes, you guys. A really great job. Very vibrant, but still pertaining to how the classic era looks like. So on that thought, you guys can go ahead and grab you guys some Jakks Pacific plushes. I bought these on eBay, $40 for everything. Shipping was like, what? It's like $6 for each, not each, for all of them. There was actually something wrong with my order where they're like, yeah, we actually charged you too much shipping. Here you go, we'll refund you this. I'm like, awesome. So, which is, equally happy about that as well. But on that thought, you guys have a good one, okay?